The View from Lake Como by Adriana Trigiani, published by Penguin. And I would imagine, like me, that you will think that this is largely set in Lake Como, Italy. Well, you'd be wrong, because only about 5 or 6 pages are actually devoted to Lake Como in Italy. The rest of the story, or much of the rest of the story, is split between Lake Como, New Jersey, and Carrara in Tuscany. So this is the story of Jess, who is about to take over the company, a marble company, where the Italian-American family imports Carrara marble into New Jersey. She's never actually left America, but her Uncle Louie decides it's probably time for her to actually go to Italy, see where all her family came from, see the kind of faces that they were carving, taking the marble away and using it. Of course, Michelangelo found his marble at Carrara, and much of her family came from there. So this is the story of a big Italian-American family. I've watched The Sopranos. She conjures up a beautiful sense of family, food, passion, and everything you would expect. Jess then has to deal with quite a few things before she heads off to Carrara, and in Carrara she goes and visits various places, and there's only a tiny section devoted to Lake Como. The rest of it's Carrara. She goes to Siena, she goes to Milan, so it's a good story. But I was lured into reading this book because of the cover, and I thought I would be spending my time in Italy at Lake Como, and this is so far from the truth. There are quite a few titles around at the moment that have book covers where there is a misrepresentation, and I think it's kind of like it's dishonest. It's kind of lazy by publishers when they do this. There are a lot of AI covers that there is one I was thinking of that is set in Yorkshire and in fact has an Italian cover, with the trees. It's AI, but you'd never imagine it was set in Yorkshire. And the same for this. I think it's unfortunate that they have chosen this cover, because I felt it was a misrepresentation, and I felt a little bit cross that I'd been lured in by the cover and got something very different. Although the story itself is actually very good, and if you like Karen Swan, her writing, then this is certainly one to pick up.